So after my mom braided it into like ponytail braids, and this is the blue on my bangs, and this is the purple. You can kind of see it now, and it's weighted. It's very wavy. Oops. And this side's purple, so I love it. We woke up around 6:30 early. So we can take down my hair.
And if we have to, we'll have to curl it.
Yeah, if we have to, we'll curl it too.
You didn't know how it was going to turn out.
Yeah, because of my hair.
Well,
Mama's just getting ready right now. Because
we got to pick up my mom.
Uh-huh.
And we have to,
That gives us like an hour.
Hmm?
That gives us like an hour.
That's why I wanted to have myself an hour to get ready. 30 minutes. We'll try to make it done in 30 minutes, and then another. Hopefully we can get over there a little bit early.
Like 7:30.
Like 7:15, 7:30, but
And look.
We also gotta wake up Nanny too, before we go, because I'll let her know if she can get up there. I don't know if she's coming or not, but I'm pretty sure she is.
Papa can't because he has a delivery at 8:30.
What?
He has a delivery.
All right, he's a busy man.
I know.
With liberty and justice for all. At the elementary, we are a family of learners. We respect and care about each other. This is who we are, even when no one is watching. With liberty and justice for all. At the elementary, we are a family of learners. We respect and care about each other. This is who we are, even when no one is watching.
Good morning, I'm Laura Pedraza. I've had an amazing third grade group this year. From the very first day of school, they really have worked well together. And I appreciate everybody's part in that, because it does. We've been a family for 180 days, haven't we? Good job. Big smiles. The loving of heart. As parents, you really have no idea how much we all are so attached to your children, and that we worry about them and we celebrate with them. And this group of teachers are some of the best. And so students, I think that you need to give a round of applause to your teachers. Thank you, guys.
Shyla made me cry. She felt so left out. I didn't want to film her crying on thing. There's Mom. But it was a good little time. Anyway, she's fine now though. Like, she was happy when she got to the classroom and stuff. So she just kind of felt left out because she didn't win an award, and she was like 1 point away from making the AB honor roll. But I'm still proud of her. So that's the most important part, right? Shyla made me cry. And I don't cry in front of a whole lot of strangers like that. So, you know, when my girl is, you know, feeling hurt or anything like that, I feel it. I guess because she's a part of me or whatever, but poor baby.
How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
565.
Yeah.
Have that bagel right out, okay?
All right, thank you. But yeah. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too, hon. I feel like sometimes, and I understand that they want to like recognize all the kids that did like work really, really hard, you know, all year long, but I feel like sometimes it makes the other kids feel like dookie. Like I remember when I was in school, if like a kid, like especially with award ceremonies, I always felt like I was a POS and like I was a loser, you know, because I worked hard, you know what I mean? It was just school was always a struggle for me, and that was the thing that was like, no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't do anything, you know, like I couldn't get anything right, and that's how I feel as an adult sometimes, you know, but it's all good. But anyway, I just need coffee. That's what I needed. And I didn't want it hot. There's my grandma. Is that my nanny? Yeah, that's nanny. What is she doing out this way? Where's she going? I know where I want to go. I need to talk. I want to go to my papa's grave. I don't think I've ever mentioned my papa. Well, my papa who passed away when I was 7. And his grave is up here. If I can get over, go van. Go! Jesus. Like, what is wrong? Well, maybe not. I guess I won't go to see my papa. Since they want to be fucking dickwads. Maybe I can get over. I'm gonna go see my papa. Every time. Since I'm out this way. Plus, I feel like cemeteries are really, really calming. It kind of puts me at a peace, but my papa's up on a hill and it's nice and quiet. It's like this grave or this cemetery I want to be buried in when I die, but death is a really scary concept for me. I can't like grasp it, you know. So I do this like randomly. Oh shoot, that was a bump. I do this like very randomly where I want to go like to the cemetery, especially if I'm out this way and like they're open and stuff. Do I want to go? My uncle's buried up here too, so I'll probably hang out with him a little bit. And it's just like a little small cemetery, and I want to be buried up here somewhere or another, if I can. I wonder if my nanny comes up here and how often she comes up here, because it's her husband. So I'm kind of curious on that. See that lonely, like, flower thing? That's him. I rarely ever come up here. And when I do, I end up falling, so. That's him. My beautiful, handsome papa. This was papa's girl. You know, I come up here sometimes and I'm like, I talk to him and tell him, I'm like, I hope that I made him proud, and I hope he's smiling down on me and the family, and I hope that, you know, hope he's happy up there, wherever, you know. I love him so much. I still do to this day, even though, like, he's been dead for 23 years, you know. My grandmother never got remarried. She never took interest in any man, really, which is insane because, you know, he died so young. He died at 54. What is his tombstone, headstone, whatever that's called, is still in pretty good shape after 23 years, so it's very calming out here too. Let me show you. Here's what my papa sees. It's all these mountains, trees. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's very calming and quiet and peaceful. I mean, a cemetery is, but, you know. We used to always put flowers here, and I don't know what stopped. But my handsome papa, if he was alive, it would be a lot different. I know that. I don't know if I'd be doing YouTube or not. I would have had Shyla a little bit later in life. I probably wouldn't be the person I am, probably. I'd probably be a complete different person, but that would be okay too. I cried. I always do every time I come and see him. It's one of those things that, like, I don't think I'll ever stop doing is crying. It's been a really emotional day for me, y'all. I shouldn't even, I slid almost. I shouldn't be allowed to leave the house today, especially, you know, but it's good to see him, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to come by on Father's Day, so that's why I came today, because I was off. Didn't expect to cry today at all. Probably gonna go home. Well, I'm gonna go visit my uncle and just coffee makes me feel better. I'm gonna visit my uncle now, and probably just go back home and eat my bagel, but he's in the same cemetery, so that's why I'm gonna go visit him. I always do this. I always first visit my papa, and then I come down and visit my Uncle Sam. Sammy. It's so funny because when my uncle was still alive, he said, "Don't worry about putting a headstone on, because nobody will come see me." And this gal sure does. Now, how I know where he's at is there's this big bush tree thing, and he's right here. Hold on. But he's right next to the two others, so I'll have to, like, kind of do this upside down. So this is my crazy Uncle Sammy. Sammy. Hopefully you guys can see him. I was born 2 days after him, actually. Yeah. But he was a character in himself. I wish that he was still around too. He lived in Chicago for a long time, let me tell you, on his own, I think he had fathered a son, not biologically. Like he like fathered him as like, you know what I mean, while he lived down there. And yeah, he had I believe he had a dog and a cat, and he loved to record everything, and he loved to, you know, he was just like one of those, like, I don't know, I want to call him like the type of guy who was a stubborn old man. I guess that's how you would say. I'm talking good things about you, Samuel. And he drank, he smoked. Even after they told him he had I think he had lung cancer, that he was supposed to stop. He never did. I think that's where my dad gets his that type of attitude from. You know, I don't, you know, he's just, all the way up until he died, he lived on his own. He moved up here, I want to say like 3 or 4 years towards the end of his life, and maybe 3 years, and he moved by himself into his own little apartment here. And, you know, I'll never talk about him a lot because, you know, but he was a good guy, you know. I would say he was a good guy. I mean, I met him, and then like I only like got to really know him towards the end of his life, and he was just awesome. He was really awesome. Yeah. But he died about 7 years ago. Oh, look, somebody's already been buried over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and try to do something productive. Maybe I don't talk. It's crazy because like the more I'm on YouTube and the more comfortable I am on camera, the more open I am to y'all, because I feel like y'all are like my best friends, you know, or like, you know, y'all are family, you know, and I love all of y'all. I really do. I just want the best for all of y'all, you know. And even if my channel doesn't grow, and it's not a huge channel, which I don't ever expect it to be, I am very proud of this channel and stuff, because not only has it grown, but I've grown with it, and I've you know what I mean? Like, I think I've matured a lot throughout the almost 5 years that I have been on this channel. And, you know, and I think that this channel's grown with me, you know, and July 2nd is my 5-year anniversary. And I will try to do a super awesome sort of video for you guys for that day. But I don't really know what I should do, you know. I don't know if I should just get a bunch of balloons and like cake and like just do like a cake, you know, like a mukbang or something, or if I want to do like I don't know, like I really don't know what I should do. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Little girl, hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Lily, Cookie, whatever you are. What are you doing, little one? What are you doing? Oh, you going in there and hiding? Are you hiding from me? Little Miss Camera Shy? Are you a little camera? I see you. I see you. I see you, little one. This thing is such a little mess. You are such a little squirt. That's all you are. Yeah. This is her cool hamster cage that I mean, I've seen her once or twice, like, climbing on that purple thing, but the wheel is so high up, she can't get into it. It doesn't make any sense, right? What are you doing? What are you doing? I see you. But anyway, I think we got this at Walmart, I believe. I'm not really sure where they got it because I wasn't with them. But she's about to bury herself. See her burying herself. Anyway, update on Mrs. Lily Monster. I think I'm gonna throw in a thing of laundry now. Get my laundry done and over with, especially my work clothes. And I'm gonna touch this mug up because it looks like a hot mess. Ugh. God, it's oh, my dryer stopped. The only bad thing about my dryer is the fact that it takes it at least twice to dry my clothes, especially if it's a full load. If it's just like 5 or 6 things, then no. My grandmother's back inside. And my brother just knocked out asleep. So, tomorrow is Shyla's last day of school. Last day as a 3rd grader. So sad. So emotionally sad. I want her to stay little. She's gonna be a big old 9-year-old and she's so grown up. Like, even here she's so young looking, and like here and here even a little bit. Like, this is her on the last day of kindergarten. So little. So sad. I feel like I'm the only person that ever thinks this, though. Like, I just want my baby to stay a baby for just a few more years so that I can hold on to her. You know, and now she's getting to be almost as tall as me. Shyla, if you're watching this, please stay little. Please. I know you watch YouTube, so I know you listen to me. I know. You can't help that they grow up. It's just part of life. I know. I understand. Next year she's gonna be a big old 4th grader, and 1 year from now it's gonna be her last year. She's gonna be heading into the big old middle school. So I realized these past 2 days I am bored out of my, like, I had 2 days in a row off. I am so freaking bored. Like, all I want to do is just, like, hang out outside and not be cooped up. I mean, like, I was cooped up for, like, 6-7 hours watching Netflix. And then, like, before that, I actually went and did something productive and go to my daughter's stuff and go to my grandfather's grave. But, yeah, I'm bored. And it's like 7 o'clock, or it's a little after 7, I think. It's about like 7:30. And I have to work tomorrow. Sad enough. But to be honest with you, it sucks. It really sucks because I have been off literally the day before payday. So I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have money in the account, but I'm not trying to, like, spend the money or attempt to spend the money, you know? So I'm just kind of, like, sitting here, like, waiting until, like, my check rolls into the account tomorrow, you know? So why I am sitting here, or why I've been at the house, besides when I had to go to Shyla's thing. But long story short, now that I'm getting newer subscribers, there's new people joining the family. You know, our family is growing. Low-key want to do, I thought it would be a great idea to do a Q&A. And I thought it would be really cool to do, like, where you guys post up comments down below. If it's a huge success, well, let's say, like, there's a bunch of y'all that want to know questions, I might do, like, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and just continue to do so until y'all get sick and tired of, like, asking questions and getting to know me, you know? So, if you want to see it, go ahead and start asking questions, because if, let's say, like, and you have to let me know you want it in a Q&A video. Like, you want me to answer your question in a Q&A video. Because if not, I'm going to answer you all my comments. Okay? And I can't find the freaking thing. You have to let me know. You have to let me know, like, if you want it in a video. Just be like, all you gotta do is just parentheses video, and I'll know, like, put it in the video, you know? But anyway. There she is. So yeah. I want to do a Q&A video. Or just some sort of, like, get to know me video. Whether it's that or, like, a 50 facts about me. Or a facts video in general. But I feel like it's probably going to be a little bit more better if, like, y'all ask the questions, because y'all would want to know what I'm, you know, y'all have questions y'all want to ask me, you know? So that's what I was thinking, you know, just a little first ever Q&A. I tried to attempt to get a Q&A started one time before. Like, I want to say it was probably like a year ago. Maybe even, like, further back than that. But it was not a huge success. But I still ended up answering everybody's questions that asked questions. But at that point, I was only, like, getting, like, 3 people's, like, asking me questions. So hopefully now you guys can be like, oh, let me ask you this and let me ask you that, you know? And I'm down for any kind of question you want to ask me. Okay? Got it? Cool. I hope. But yeah, I think it'd be so cool to, like, start a Q&A or start a series of Q&As that, you know, that you guys ask, you know? So, ask away, babies. Ask away. Okay. Okay. Hi, guys. I've been on this, like, fucking kick for, I don't know, about, like, I don't know, a good month or so. Well, really, for my entire life. I have been sort of, sorry, I'm getting down to y'all's level. I've been sort of getting into, like, worrying about serial killers and stuff. Like, I learned about, probably in the past 3 months, I should say. It all started off with, Jack the Ripper. And then I ended up, I think I, like, next studied, I want to say Ted Bundy. And I think I did that because Zac Efron was about to play him. And then I got into, I think, Charles Manson next, like the whole cult thing. Really fascinating, like, yeah. And then I started studying about Sharon Tate, like one of the victims. I was nuts. Sorry, my bra is, like, driving me crazy, and it's one of those, like, bras that you clasp from the front. So let me just pop this off of my, out of my I feel so much better. You know when you get home and you've been in your bra all day and like the girls are contained, and then when you let them free, it's like, and now I'm going to sit here and try to find something interesting to watch on TV if I can find it. If I can find back time. I really want to watch that. They have this thing on the Reels channel, which we don't get, unfortunately. About like the 80s rock bands, you know, like hair metal, like Motley Crue and stuff. And I want to see it so badly, but unfortunately, don't get the channel. So, but if y'all see it, let me know how good it is if you got that channel and you watch it. So officially lashes are off, and I'm just gonna like lay here and watch Netflix and YouTube videos for the rest of the night. Nothing too interesting here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna end this vlog here, and I'll see you in the next one.